Hi guys, it's Rachel here. Sorry I didn't get a video done yesterday. I had to sort of tidy up my table a bit. I had to take everything off because for the life of me I could not find my ruler and it was under a mess over there on my left. And so I really just had to sort everything out, and then I got cracking working on one of my orders, so I was pretty happy about that, but I didn't get a video done, so I apologise for that. So I'm just drinking my coffee. I've been at the antique market in my town all morning, and I was just had the nicest time. It's a nice day. Hands were a little bit cold, but it was all right. Just roaming around and searching for treasures and stuff, and I was super excited. I'll talk to you about these in a minute, because I found a whole lot of these old stamps. So this one's 1928 Ravenna, 1926. I think that says Reggie, something like that. Don't know what these are. Testi, Torino, something. And then another one. So I thought we might just have a little bit of fun and stamp those. I've got some ink here, some black, and what will I stamp them on? I mean, it is the land of the paper, so you'd think I'd have paper flying around. Oh, I've got my book here. Why don't we just stamp into my book? That was sent to, I love this book. It was sent to me as a rack, a random act of kindness, and I carried around with me and write all my things down in there. Oh, I probably should clean those first. What about if I give them a clean, because they were in a dirty box? So, yes, we'll give those a clean. Oh, yes, look at that. Very dirty. They probably need a better clean than that. But we'll, just for, you know, for this video, we'll give them a clean with the wet one. So these wouldn't be covered by copyright either. These are because they're old. Anyway, we'll see. I'll just go like that. Oh, it's still got ink on it. Let's have a go. It's a bit bumpy, the book, though. Maybe I'll do it on that side. Oh, cool. Testi Torino something. So it's probably like that one stamps well. Love the 1929. Really cool. Let's do the... Oh, why does it say 1926 on there, but it came out as 1929? That's odd. Maybe they mounted it on the wrong block. This one's slightly smaller. I love these. Wish they had more. Oh, look how good that one is. Wish they had more. I'll probably do this one backwards. I can't figure it out. Oh, it's just that bit. I see. It's not. I thought it was a long thing because I'm a ding dong. Don't know what it says. I'll try. Reggie. I guess it's like, I don't know what it's meant to. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Like that. Let's do the L. The L looks like it's a little bit damaged. Yes. The L's are not working so well. Oh, it's lost its thing. It's not doing very well. So the L is a bit of a fail. Now we do this one. Ravenna. Ravenna's going to be good, I think. Now my book is a bit lumpy because I've got things stuck in it. That's what it is. So that's Ravenna, and then let's try this one. I mean, that's what it's going to be like if you buy old stamps. It's going to be a bit hit and miss probably, whether they, because obviously you can't try them. I'm just trying to see which way is the up. Oh, I love that one. Oh, it's the same company. That's really cool. I really like that. Cool. Really excited. So anyway, I'll give them a good old clean, and then be able to have a play with them. That's fun. Oh wait, I better wipe them all up, hadn't I? And then I can get on with what's really the business of today. Oh, and I know I wanted to show you these other cool things that I got that I didn't I didn't really know about them. I'll throw that out. So we'll just put those, and they're actually pretty. I'm going to put them up on my shelf so I can see them, not in the cupboard that's on my table. So I'll put those over there out of the way. Have another sip of coffee because I'm very excited. So this is in this book. I mean, look how messy I am. I just write all my, like, you know, with the 3 and 30 minutes, I wrote down whatever the letter was, and then if any ideas came to me. I haven't written anything down for the last letters, but I know what they are, but I haven't written anything down. So then I also got these. I needed some sort of vintage or old sort of envelopes that didn't cost too much, because I did that one journal. I've got it here, the one that I'm working on at the moment. Made a bit of a boo-boo, so I'm going to have to fix that. Here's my boo-boo. I put that on the outside. I have to glue that paper down again, so I've just wasted my paper a little bit. But I wanted to do, it's a little bit stiff because it's just been drying. I wanted to use the envelopes to make the pocket here and put on the journals. I'll just put my thing there. And I found these really cool envelopes, not to be scanned. Steffi's like, oh, you can scan them. I'm like, no, you can't, because these are, you know, more modern stamps and things. You can't. This is like 1976. But they're really, what I wanted to tell you about these envelopes, how cool they are, is they are called first day envelopes, they're called. I asked the lady, what does that mean? And basically the first day when a new stamp series was released, they'd have a series of envelopes that they sent out. So and it has so these were the first day that they were sent out the new stamps, sort of thing. So I thought they were really cool, and I thought if I didn't want them to be, and they're in very good condition, if I didn't want them to be white, I could just give them a little brush with tea or something. So look at that one, really, really fun. So, and I thought I can put them in the journal that way or that way, and I can have my clear plastic pocket if I want to, or I can pull the flap out and put them actually physically in the journal. So I just chose the ones. I love that. Anno Europeo del Patrimonio Architettonico. So it's the European architectural patrimony sort of thing. That's 1968. Some of them were newer, like that's 95. I got some plain ones as well. I tried to grab it. Oh, I didn't see those on the back. I tried to grab as many botanical ones as I could. Now, with that, see, that's got stamps on the back. That's a blow because I can't stick that down, but I can. Oh, it's got something in it. Just a minute. I didn't know they had anything in them. Oh, a nice, and it's embossed. It's a piece of paper and it's got a little bit of embossing there. That's really cool. I wonder if they've all got something in it. Sorry, guys. I'm not getting down to my business today, am I? I'm mucking about. But I just wanted to show you these because they're really cool. I've never seen them before. Well, I have seen them, but I ignored them because I thought they were new. But actually, when I started looking at them, no, they don't all have stuff in. When I started looking at them, I love the colours. I love that stamp there. Wouldn't it be cool to find? That's the Vatican Post. How cool would it be to find that stamp, a stamp like that? So I just wanted to show you how cool they are. Those are more plain because, you know, they have some plain ones. But, you know, the sellers are there every week. So not every week, every month. That one's got the piece of paper in. They're there every month. So I just, I think I'll go back and get some more next month. So some of them, these ones, look at that. How cool is that? Those types have the paper in. This one doesn't. That's fairly new, that one, I think. 84. I was 14 in 84. Trying to see the date on that one. Can't see it. Doesn't matter. But it's cool. So, yeah. So I just grabbed a whole lot. All the botanicals, as I said, that I could see. And I love these architecture ones. I probably left a few of those behind. I probably should have picked them all up. I love that one. Yeah, so this one, for example, I'd probably just give it a wash with Giotto. That's the year of the saint, this one, 1975. 1975. Bernini, isn't that wonderful? I like the colour of that one too. It's really nice. And that one too. Yep, so I thought they were a bit of fun, and I'm going to just be using them in my journals. No scanning. I'm not scanning them. That's not allowed. I'm hoping. I didn't actually look at the back of them. I see that one's got a stamp. So the ones that have a stamp, I might attach somehow in a journal that they sort of flip out so you don't lose the lovely stamps on the back. So I like seeing all the different stamping on there too, because it kind of gives you ideas, like when you're stamping any projects or something. If I were to decide to go for a walk with my husband back into town this afternoon, I could go back and get some more, couldn't I? Anyway, I'm going to stop going on about those because they're lovely. And I'm going to do my 3 in 30 minutes. And it's W for Where Wild Things Are. Now, Tina did safari animals. I'm assuming any wild animals are... I'm not doing the bunnies. Any wild animals are allowed. No, I've just printed these up because I'm going to be making some Easter journals, and I love Mrs. Cogs images. Sometimes you can find some of these images in the public domain, but I really like how Mrs. Cog presents them on the page for you, and I think also she does you know, sort of fix up the colour and things in them as well. So I do like to buy them from her. So I already had the bunny one. I just printed up a few yesterday, but I've got this one, Fabulous Birds. Oh, I've forgotten to print them out because I got so excited going to the markets. Okay, we'll have to do it all again. Okay, I'm back. So Steph tells me I don't need to start my video again, that he'll join them together for me. So let me just finish my coffee, which is now cold. So going back to Tina's challenge, the wildlife, Where Wild Things Are, I thought I went ahead and printed up. I purchased a couple of kits from Mrs. Cog. I love her kits, and I actually haven't played with them for quite some time, so I'm very happy to have a, you know, play with them. So I got her wildlife small and furry. So there's platypus, there's all kinds of cool things in here, so I could create something for my sister's journal. Actually, I need to work in that too. Wildlife small and furry, so that's that kit. I'll link them below when if I remember. I hope I remember. I must remember. In the description box. And then I got her squirrel one because actually I saw... I think I rewatched the video that Carol Laws did of the journal she made with my kit, and she'd used some of these, and I just love them. So I bought those. How cute are they? And then I just printed out some of her, a couple of the flower ones because I'd forgotten. No, I don't think I've ever even used them. I've had them for ages. Like one of the first kits I ever bought, the first kits I ever bought were Ephemera Vintage Garden or Vintage Ephemera Garden. And then probably Mrs. Cog and Artie Mates. They were the first kits I think I ever bought. And Nostalgia Graphic Land. But Tina said you could use tropical birds like wild birds. And then this is the Australian creatures. Kiwis are from New Zealand. I know even in Italy, lots of people think that Kiwis are Australian, but they're actually from New Zealand. But I thought that was fun too because I can use that in my journal. And then I love these. I saw Carol use these as well. It's your fault, Carol. You've enabled me. I went and bought these as well. They are absolutely gorgeous. And when I was printing them out, my husband, Steffi, said, "Oh, they're nice." He liked them. Thought loves the colours. And here's the other part of the Aussie Australian Creatures kit here. So, and there's that's the Fabulous Birds. So I thought we'd have a play with those in the 3 in 30 to do my wild things. There's not going to be any elephants or giraffes because I need to make stuff that I will put somewhere that I'll use. So I don't even know what I'm going to make. I've got no idea. It'll be obviously some form of ephemera. So we'll put the timer on to 30 minutes and see what happens. Okay, so what will I make? That's the million-dollar question. Million-dollar question. Okay, so I do have some scraps of scrapbooking paper. This is, oh, I got some new Stamperia papers. I don't think that's really the right colours for this. You know, that's not going to work. So let me just, why don't I go through here and have a look at what do I think I might like to use first of all. Love the bunnies. Here's, love the koalas. Aren't they beautiful? Love them. I make a big journaling card out of them. I don't know if the wild nature thing includes plants, but I just love those. So here, Tassie Devil. Aren't these birds wonderful? Okay, right. Well, let me grab I think it's best if I grab a base of something first. Let's just grab a few things. I forgot, oh my goodness, I was totally relaxed. I've totally forgotten that I've only got 30 minutes and I've already wasted a minute and a half. Just umming and ahhing. Well, let's just find something and do something. Get a move on. What about a nice big, that's a nice big thing to make. And I probably need to, I'll probably put, I'm going to do something a little bit more complex than I normally do. I might put a pocket, and I'll just move some things onto the floor. Oh my goodness, I've got all this stuff all over my sewing machine. I should have organised myself. I'm probably going to flop. Getting to the end, I'm going to flop, become complacent. So I'm just going to do a quick, which is my zigzag, or having a blank. I'm not going to bring my sewing machine over. I'm just going to do a quick stitch. Don't worry, once I get going, there'll be no stopping me. No stopping me. See, you tidy up your table and then you don't know where anything is, and then you end up in more of a mess than you were before. That's what happens to me. So I'm making a big thing that could either be glued down onto a page, or could be a big journaling card with a pocket. Okay, got it. Right, now I have to decorate it. Let's get a move on. Move those. Oh, why did I tidy up? Why? Okay, let's just grab things. Right. Well, first of all, I've got some old letter here. That's in one of my new kits, actually. Let's use some of this. This is lovely. This is going to be a nice background. So I need to get my ruler. I probably should have torn it the other way, but it doesn't matter. Like put my ruler on the short end. That's what some of you lovely ladies have taught me, and it does work better. Now, I'm going to put that there. So basically, if I tear it off here, that should be right. Then I need to tear off the side bit. Oh no, I'm going to have to hop up. I can't, I've lost my my glue stick. It didn't appear when I tidied up. And I need to tear this, but I need to tear it with the inside of my stitching, otherwise I won't be able to slip it in there in the pocket. I'm going to just hop up quickly and grab a glue stick. Fortunately, you don't have to go too far. This video is not starting out well, is it? I forgot my bits that I needed. Oh, I put a mat also over my Arteza mat because I've really been dirtying the Arteza mat and I didn't want to dirty it. And I think I just got glue everywhere there, but it doesn't matter. Am I on screen? Yes. Okay. Okay, put that there. So that's that. Then I need to put something pretty there. Well, let's just choose an image too. I said I wasn't using the rabbies. Oh, sorry, I'm flinging thing. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I'm disorganized. Nervous Nelly. I'm feeling like a nervous Nelly. That's what I'm feeling. Well, I like those birds. Love the flowers. Love the squirrels. I'm just flicking through, and as I flick through, I'm throwing my eye onto this here, and I'm just seeing something will jump out at me that I might like the colours. Like those. I also like that. See, I like those colours. That one. No, not those. And then the Australian images are bigger. Oh, there's some more birdies. Let's have a look at the birds. No. But I did like the first birds. Probably telling me, get a move on. I think I like one of these too. So I think I'll just grab this one. Opossum. Well, they're wild things, aren't they? Them. And I really liked, what did I like? I liked that one, I think. Talk about mucking around, I mean, for heaven's sake. And, I'd kind of like to tear that. Would have been faster if I cut it. Okay, get in there. Whoops, I'm going to remove that from under there. Oh, I like that. Let me just see this one. It's not the end of the world if I fail. I have to tell myself that because I don't like failing. And then there, I don't even know if I'm going straight. Oh, quite a lot of people commented in the last. I do like that one as well, but I think I like the bunny better. So now what's going to happen? What's next? I have a bit of this paper here that I haven't published this paper, but oh, I think that's pretty. This paper is not being published because I don't know, I had to make a choice of what papers I wanted to include in my kit, and then but then I've got a few that I haven't published, but I think I might I would like to do a freebie. I just have to figure out how to do it, and I'm thinking it's going to be the link will come to whomever is signed up on my newsletter. As I said, like mentioned last year, I'm going to become better at using my newsletter. You won't get that many newsletters from me. You will have noticed that. However, I'd like to stitch around that just a sec. You won't get that many newsletters from me because I'm not a big writer. Isn't that nice? I like that. However, I would like to send out freebies and maybe sometimes offer like a special discount you know, like have a special sale just for subscribers and that sort of thing. The newsletter is important to me, probably more so like if something were happen to any of the platforms, because I don't own YouTube or anything like that, then that way I would be able to let people know where to find me if I were to disappear, if you know what I mean. That's what's important about it. Oh, I like that. So there we go. We've created a pocket. I would like to put something there. I think I would like a Tracy label. How many minutes? Oh, that's taken me 10 minutes. It's okay. I can take 10 minutes an item. We can manage that. 10 minutes is okay. So, oh, here we go. Oh, now what do I like? These are the, yeah, nature definitions are good. Horticulture, seedling, herbaceous. I quite like the red. Oh, I quite like that one. Maybe we'll do that one. It's about a leaf. Doesn't really have anything to do with the image, does it? But it doesn't matter. Or one of these with the handwriting. I think we'll do this one. I am loving. I really, as I mentioned, have not used Mrs. Cogs things for quite a long time. And I really am going to use them more because they are really lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Love them. And I think I might like to put, oh, isn't that pretty? I do like it. I like the colours. It's really nice. I just put Tracy over there. What I did here, I tidied up my, I have like one of those plastic containers with all of my scraps, and I tidied it up because I couldn't cope anymore. I never could find anything. And so I put on my little bits. I just want a little bit. Put on my little bits there. I think I need a bigger bit. A bit tea-dyed. No, that's not quite right. It's not doing it for me. I think that kind of colour is going to do it for me more. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm going to get some glue here. Oh my goodness, I've taken more than 10 minutes to do my first piece. I mean, I think the antique market totally distracted me. I had too much of a good time. I can't find my glue book. I tied it up and I can't find my glue book, so I'm gluing on my mat. There we go. Okay, my first piece is done. I'm really happy with it. And actually I stitched it. I went a step further. Okay, so I'll put those back in there. Okay, what's next? So I think next I might like to make a journaling card. About a journaling card. So that's very big, that one. I think I need to find a smaller one. These are all my bits that I have in my basket on the side over there. That one's not big enough. That I have on the side, you know, to make stuff with. Those are very small pages. Well, I might have to go back to this one and tear it down a bit because I don't want it quite that big. Now this is going to have to be whizzy because we're running out of time. Running out of time. And I might use this cute image. Oh, I like that. Now what am I going to put behind it? We need to do some collaging. Oh, I'm not going to show you those. I'll get distracted. Oh, here's some old book page. Well, first of all, let's start with the old book page. I love the early 1800s paper, as you know. Just tear it down in a very random fashion and glue it. Now, Gail has started the challenge. I have commented on the video because I was so excited, but I haven't watched the video yet because it's in my watch list. But I think I might jump forward and watch that one. I'd love to see Gail doing this. I've been hanging for it, and she said she promised she was going to start it this year, and so I've been hanging for it to happen. That's pretty. I like that. Maybe I'll put it that way. Maybe I'll put it down further. I'm not gluing very well because I don't have my glue book. It's under. I've made a mess during starting off this video and I can't find things. Oh, there it is. There we go. Look, things stuck to it. I wish I could get my brain to just concentrate on one thing today. I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. Okay, so I'll put that there. I think we need a bit of colour. Just looking for my little envelope that here it is, found it. We need a bit of colour. I think I might just go with my blue here because I'm running out of time. So I just need to make snappy, snappy. That's very nice all together. Hopefully you can see. And now, did I continue on? Oh, someone, yes, no, see, I skipped from one thing to the next. I wanted to say someone had commented, just a minute. I don't know why I've decided in this video to do all this stitching. So someone commented, not quite a few, what was the noise in my last video, that we're making the journal from start to finish. It's the very noisy neighbours upstairs. So first of all, I think this building, when it was made, it's pretty old, like it was finished in 1980. They probably didn't have any sound insulation sort of barriers. And so you do get a lot of noise upstairs, and the people upstairs have young little kids, and sometimes it even sounds like they're riding a skateboard backwards and forwards, but I don't think so. I don't know that they have a skateboard. They're actually refugees. They're very nice people. They're actually refugees from Syria. And the apartment upstairs was empty for a very long time because the elderly lady that lived there died, and her grandson lives up the top and above, and I don't know, it just stayed empty for quite a few years. And then I think the church around the corner asked them if they would rent it out to some refugees, so that's what they did. But they're perfectly lovely people. There's nothing. I think they just, you just hear a lot of noise. But I'm used to it, so I don't really. I did hear the banging when I was doing the video, but I'm kind of used to it. It doesn't really bother me very much. And I'm of the opinion that you have to live and let live, and I'm not going to go and complain about noise because they have to live. They can't. If the building's not, soundproofed properly, it's not their fault. So no, I don't whinge about it. I just ignore it. I'm good at ignoring things. I'm just putting some of Tracy's sort of planner ledger paper on the back because I like the colour. And so there we have a journaling card. So yeah, and I, like for example, my mother-in-law, she has these people who live downstairs, and they've lived down there. I mean, they've all lived together for like 30 years or whatever. And they can't even tippy-toe in their socks in their place. They make up, it's like a war. You know how you hear about those wars. They just pick on my in-laws like it's unbelievable. They make up all these things, and they said that my mother-in-law was putting food on the terrace and attracting ants, and she doesn't. She's the most tidy, neat person you've ever come across. What am I up to? I've got not quite 11 minutes left. So let's stitch around this. This is my cute journaling card. I love it. So they're very, very unfriendly people down, and they've done terrible things like they've stolen their post, they put terrible letters into their mailbox. I mean, this woman, she never worked a day in her life, and she's very small-minded, provincial sort of person, and she's got nothing else to worry about than harass my in-laws. They've had to have lawyers involved and all kinds of stuff. It's been a very unpleasant business for them. In fact, to the extent that my poor mother-in-law wants to move. I think I might use this. I might find something to go on there in Mrs. Cogs Images. I better get a chug-along, considering I don't know what I want to use. Yeah, so it's been very unpleasant. So, yeah, I'm not going to go and start harassing people when really they would make a noise. I mean, even the old lady upstairs, it was like, I'm sure she wasn't, but it sounded like she was moving furniture. That's how noisy it was. I'm not going to go and, you know, harass them. Just learn to ignore it. I just ignore. I have selective hearing. Lulu knows all about that. A very selective hearing. Oh, I want to use something like this. I really do. I do. And then somehow I'll incorporate an animal. I think I want to use it on that side. I think I'm going to make a pocket. I think I'm going to use this one. These are wildflowers. They are. But I'm going to actually put it, I think I might put an animal. I might find an animal. Just a minute. Yeah, so if you hear any banging, it's not my husband. He's got the headphones on. He's playing his guitar with the computer that we got Lulu, and he's got the headphones on. You can't even hear him. And Lulu's certainly not banging around. She's lying in her bed looking at a telephone. Okay. Oh, love that on there. So let's just I've just got to think about this because I don't want it to be too wide, do I? Because it won't fit in the book. So I'll just tear it because I don't have time even to bend down and grab my chopper. And I'm going to put that there. I like that. And somehow I want to incorporate. I want to stitch around it. I don't think I've got time, but I'm going to do it. Now, I said I was going to make it a pocket, but I am now thinking I might make it a flip. Just let me see. Now, what animal would I like to put with that? Come on, Rachel, get a move on. You don't have a lot of time. See, they're too big. Those squirrels will stay on top. These are all small. Oh, see, you could fussy cut one of those out or something. Just let me see here. See, those birds are too big. In the end, I didn't use the birds. Where are my other birds? Here they are. I think they're all too big. So I think I'm going to cut out a squirrel. This one here. Because I was thinking I could also make it a flip, but I think I think I'll keep it as a pocket. So I'm going to put that down there. How much time do I have? Oh, heaps of time. I don't need to panic. Well, I wonder if I do want to make it a flip. No, I don't. I'm going to make it it could be a tag or a pocket. We'll decide. So I'm going to put that there like that. But I think I know what I need. I need a little bit of this behind it. I don't think that piece is going to be wide enough. Where's my other piece? So I glued that one down. I'd like to put that one maybe there. No. How do I want to put that? And maybe over there. Yes, that's it. That's working for me. And am I on screen? Can you imagine if I've done the whole video after all of that off screen? Can you imagine if I'm not recording? I'd have to do it all again. Oh, I am recording. A lot of imagining things going on here. Okay, so that's that. I might put my PVA glue on just because it's hard to get the glue stick to glue where the stitching is. Gosh, this challenge has been fun. I've really enjoyed it. I think I might have to do it again. What we could do it with, what could we do it with? What did someone tell me? the alphabet with something. I can't remember. I'll slide that. I'm just going to slide that up a bit higher. I had a wet one somewhere. I've lost it. It's probably, you know what I do with the wet ones? I put them on my printed things, which is not a smooth thing, a smooth move to do at all. I'll just rub my hands together. That'll fix it. I probably could have actually stitched it directly onto the thing if it's going to be a pocket. I haven't decided now. What I thought would be really cute, don't know if you agree or not, would be if I cut this out. I collected up all my scissors together. Just cut around this cute little squirrel. I'm really feeling inspired to use these kits. I'll decide how close I want to go in a second. I think I need to cut a bit more off. So I didn't have any breakfast this morning. We went out to dinner, and so what I do is, because I'm, you know, middle-aged, you know, well, over middle-aged, like, you know, turning 50, you get the little sort of, isn't that cute? I love that. That's what I'm doing. So what I try to do is I have my dinner, like we normally have our dinner between 7:30 and 8 when Steffi comes home. And then I don't eat for 12 hours, so at least minimum 12 hours. Love that. This is actually my favourite. So don't eat minimum for 12 hours. So basically that, you know, just finish eating your dinner and then in the morning, that's 12 hours. But sometimes I try to go longer because it's good for you. Gets your metabolism going and all that sort of stuff. It's really good for you to wait, to have that period of time that you don't eat for more than 12 hours. And it's easy to do it overnight. Sometimes I wake up hungry in the morning and it's hard, but yeah, you know, the hunger passes, so that's what I do. So this morning, because we went out to dinner last night, it wasn't even very, our friends sort of chose it, their friends chose it. Wasn't actually very good, the food, and so yeah, it wasn't really even worth eating. But it was a very busy place. I don't know why, and so we didn't get served until quite late, and so we ate dinner late, and I probably would have done better not to eat anything at all. Isn't that terrible? But it really wasn't that good. So this morning I decided I wasn't having any breakfast, that I'd just have my cafe latte. And apparently if you have a cafe latte in the morning or cappuccino, it doesn't spike your sugar levels or anything so too much, so it's fine. And so, but then when I came back from the antique market, dear sweet Lulu had made crepes with like, you know, wholemeal or whatever you call it, flour. So of course I had to try one, didn't I? Oh, I love that. There we go, I'm done. 1 minute 19 to go. I'll just show you. Here we go. There we go. There's the timer. Can you see that? Oops. There we go. 1 minute 11 seconds to go. So, oh, I made it. I was getting a bit worried. Isn't that fun? I love these kits, Mrs. Cog. So we've got a pocket here, or it could become a journaling card. That's on Stamperia paper. I made a tag, like a journaling card taggy sort of thing, and that's Tracy Fox on the back and Mrs. Cog on the front. And then I just made a nice big pocket to glue down onto a page. In fact, you could put the little tag in there. How cute is that? So there we go. So that is my project for the 3 and 30. I'll photograph those. I keep forgetting to put things on Instagram. I'll have to do that, won't I? So that way you can see a still shot of them. How fun is that, cutting out the fussing cutting the animal and putting the flowers there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I was a bit all over the place and gas bagging a bit, but you know, no banging happened at all, but you know, yesterday they were making banging noises. I don't know what they were doing, like hammering something, but today they're just making a bit of sort of walking around noises. Anyway, so I will see you soon. Bye.